I know you're wondering how I'm able to achieve this neckline with this smooth lace edge at the upper part and as well as the sides, just like this. Okay, so come, let me show you how to make it. So for this style, you need 5 yards of lace fabric, and this is going to include your hair tie, by the way. So fold the fabric into 4, and from the down part, you measure up all the length that you want. And after that, we're going to be trimming from the rest. You're going to be trimming the lace scallop, just like the way I'm trimming it off. Just take your time. So for this style, you need a lace with fine lace edge. Okay, so I trim off the edge from the remainder, just like this. So just go ahead and do just like that. So when I was done trimming the lace edge, this is what I have, and I'm going to be attaching this lace edge to the upper part. So the next thing I did was to measure the neckline. So the neck depth I use here is 3 inches and the neck width is 6.5. Then I'm just going to be stitching this lace scallop at this neck area. All right. So when I place this lace scallop, I ensure that the length is not longer than her length. So that was what I first did. Then I slant the shoulder because, you know, when you slant the Bubu shoulder, it makes it look more relaxed and more fine. Okay, so I proceeded to cutting out the neckline and then the shoulder slant. Can you see just like this? So when that was done, I also make sure I check the length because I don't want the length to be too long. Okay, I don't want it to be longer than length. Then you can see this is how it is. So eventually it's more like a -1 from the length. All right. So the next thing I did was to weave this neck area. That's what I'm trying to show you here. Make sure you weave the neck area, and then the next thing you want to do now is to attach this lace scallop. So I place the lace scallop on it just like this. You know, if you don't cut the neckline before attaching this lace scallop, the lace will be touching your throat, like it will be touching your jaw. Yeah, it's the jaw, they call that part. It's going to be touching your jaw. You don't want it to be that high. So that's why you have to cut the neck depth first, okay? Then after that, I also check and be sure the length is not longer because it tends to be longer if you are not careful. So the next idea was to put my hemming gum just to marry the lace edge together with the lace body itself. This will enable it to be very easy for me to sew when the time comes, okay? So I put the hemming gum, then place the lace edge directly on top like this, and then I proceed to put in my iron. Make sure you stem press it nicely so that it marry each other nicely. So that by the time you are sewing, it's just going to be like a walk in the park. You don't have to stress. Okay. You can actually pin if you have that time, you can pin. But then I will not even suggest that you pin because if you pin, you know, it's not going to be flowing smoothly the way it's going to flow when you use hemming gum. So I would just advise you just use hemming gum. Just put hemming gum underneath to marry it. You know, when it's married together nicely like this, it's all you have to do is just to go ahead and make your stitch on it. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, you don't have to worry about maybe it will shift or anything. Then when I was done from the wrong side, you can see how it looks. The lace edge extend above the main lace body. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's showing very well. I think you should be able to see it. Look at it. Then all you have to do now is just to go back to your sewing machine and then just trace the neck, the lace edge just the way you see me using my hand to show you. Just go and sew on it. Make sure you sew on it. So even after the end, make sure you stitch on it. And then when that was done, this is how it looks. So the next thing you want to do now is just to attach this together. So this is what I did. I just put them front and back. You know, the next thing you want to do now is just to stitch them together. Let them overlap a little bit. Let the lace edge overlap a little bit so that you just go back to your sewing machine and you're just going to tag them together. Just make your stitch on it. Leave the neck area open. You know the neck area. We already cut the neck, so you know the neck area. So leave it open. So all you're sewing is just the shoulder area and side. Okay, and basically that is just it. Go ahead and sew your Bubu the normal way you sew your Bubu now after this process. Okay, mine I just sew the two sides together, then I attach belt inside so that you can snatch and waist, and basically that is all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to type in the comment section you are sweet.